We've set shore in the silent era yet again for 1926's The Black Pirate. Does anyone else like pirate films? I love pirate films. This is my kind of outlaw fiction. Many people love westerns, and there's so many wonderful classics to choose from, but something about the passion of a pirate movie, everyone in the cast seems to be having a great time on set. I mean, I find myself a bit nauseated by those Johnny Depp things, but there's elements of them which could have been something interesting or special. The 20th century pirate films have a vigour, a playfulness, which outshines any VFX limitations which that century may curse them with. This film seems to have been intended as a vehicle for the silent swashbuckler Douglas Fairbanks, and according to Fairbanks' biographer Geoffrey Vance, it, quote, was the most carefully prepared and controlled work of Fairbanks' entire career, unquote. Fairbanks himself devised this film's story, commissioning screenwriter Jack Cunningham to develop it into a film script. Apparently, Fairbanks had envisioned this film way back in 1920, shortly after portraying Zorro. Albert Parker was employed as the director when the time came. The Black Pirate happens to be the third feature film which utilized the two-tone Technicolor process. A brief reminder on the mechanics of the two-tone process: the Technicolor camera used a beam splitter that exposed two frames of a single strip of black and white film, one behind a green filter and the other behind a red filter. Frames exposed behind the green filter were printed on one strip of film, and the frames exposed behind the red filter were printed on another. After development, the prints were toned to a color complementary to that of the filter, orange/red for the green filtered images and a kind of cyan/green for the red filtered images. The two prints were then cemented together, creating a projection print. I absolutely love this film's visuals. It is a sensational vision of buccaneer fantasy. You can note from the screen caps, I am sure. It has been written that Fairbanks and the film's art director, one Carlos Caborg, were heavily inspired by and sought to create cinematic equivalents of Howard Pyle's vivid illustrations in his 1921 Book of Pirates. I have linked a PDF in the description of this video, courtesy of the Gutenberg Project. I find the illustrations to be quite spectacular. This film was also, quite notably, the originator of the famous sliding down the sails action, a classic swashbuckler image. I have linked this film in the description as it has a fine YouTube upload. But yes, The Black Pirate is a superb swashbuckler, a fantastic precedent for later pirate romps, and one of the most enjoyable adventure pictures of the 1920s, in my opinion. Sit back, sink it in, and set sail.